Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is going to be an independent activity. And all I want you to do is read the rubric that I have given you for this assignment. Read the section that says meet standard, the one that's close to standard, the one that's progressing, and then the one that you need improvement. I want you to take the time right now and read what you have to do to be in each of those categories. Go. As you finish up reading, I want you to decide where you personally want your work to be when you're finished. Which category do you want to be in? Think about that. Give me a thumbs up if you know where you want to be. Okay? What I want you to do now is I want you to talk to your group because this is a group assignment. Talk to your group about where you want to be, see if they want to be at the same spot, and then talk about what you have to do to be in that group. Go.
I want to be in meet standards because I want to do without any help. I want to succeed in social studies.
Okay, so what are you going to have to do if you're going to be in meet standards?
You're going to have to determine 7 colonists for Patriots, Loyalist, or Neutralist.
Okay, what else do you have to do?
And determine the best spy for the British Army. And you have to give good support spy.
Ah, yes.
I would go as close to standards, but I would like, because I don't want to have to push myself higher and higher and higher to the meet standards when I could just go close to standards and pretty much have it on our own with just
So do you all have a plan?
Yeah.
To meet what? Meet standards?
We want to meet standards.
And you have a plan? All right. Give me 5. 4. It looks like everybody has a plan. It looks like everybody has set a really good goal. So I want you to go ahead and circle where you want to be. And then when you finish the assignment, you're going to look back over your work and see if you feel like that's where you really are. So go ahead and turn to the next page in your packet. It says Patriot, Loyalist, or Neutral at the top. And this is the beginning of the 7 descriptions of 7 different colonists. Raise your hand if you can tell me what you have to do for each of the 7. Austin?
You got to determine if they're Patriot, Loyalist, or Neutral.
And what information are you going to use to make that decision? Zach?
What we learned and what we've read about in the book.
Okay, what we've already read and learned. And what other information will you use, obviously? Kaylee?
From the other passage and from the little passages.
Yes, from those little passages. So, you're going to go through each one as a group, read it, Decide for yourself and then talk about it. Is this a patriot, a loyalist, or were they a neutralist? And then you have to provide what? Support for each one. You're going to go through all 7 of those. And then I'm going to go ahead and explain the last part of the assignment so that you can do it all. If you look at the very back page, we talked about yesterday, I believe it was Emma that brought out that George Washington had spies for the Continental Army spying on the British Army. So the back page is you're going to look at your colonists that they've described and decide which one would have made a really good spy for the Continental Army and why. Which one would have made a really good spy for the British Army and why? Okay? Are there any questions? All right, go ahead and read Colonist A and then discuss.
British and colonial, right?
Yes.
Is where he's
Also paid the original rate. And now with the raise, Connors and
his landowner, a loyalist, has had some.
neutral. Okay.
So what do you all think about Colonist A?
Neutral. Because he pays no attention to the trouble bringing the colony. So that means like he doesn't care about the Patriot. And this
He don't want to get in the fight.
He doesn't want to fight and he doesn't want to get involved. Layla, do you all agree with that?
all he wants to do is get enough money to raise his family.
Okay. It sounds like you can provide support for that.
He ain't really on either side. He just wants to be.
Because he's a poor farmer. It would be forced on his farm.
Yeah.
And he don't want to get on either side. He don't want to step. He don't want to.
If he got on one side and it might not be the side that the farm is on, he'll get kicked off of his farm, and he won't have his farm, and they'll be forced to leave with nothing there.
So what do you all think you have support for?
A neutral.
We don't know. This one is
Is that one we kind of talked about yesterday a little bit?
He paid no attention.
Colonists pay no attention to the fight. Trouble brewing.
Yeah. Because
So what is your support that he's a neutralist?
he's paid no attention to the trouble brewing in the colonies, and he when I was talking to them earlier, I said he hasn't paid any attention to the war, so he obviously doesn't care about staying loyal to the king, but he obviously doesn't care about liberty either.
So does that go along with what we read yesterday about neutralists?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He just
Stay with your group.
Okay, so she was a wealthy landowner, and she said that she had connections to Britain.
So what does that tell you?
It tells us that she's a loyalist. That's our reason for decision.
Okay. Why do you say wealthy people?
It said in this passage here that wealthy landowners loyalists were predominantly wealthy landowners or people who had close ties to Great Britain.
So you're using your information from yesterday.
Yes.
Sounds like you're doing a great job. Keep going.
Okay. He was able to buy off the official with a large sum of money. Friends have informed colonists that the royal governor of Massachusetts has issued an arrest warrant for colonists, and friends advised him to go into hiding.
So he's a patriot. Now that he's finished, he likes to pay all his things.
Yeah,
I know.
but he's not a patriot.
He should be a loyalist.
No.
Oh.
Nah, because he's been smuggling.
So some of you think he's a patriot and some think he's a loyalist.
Because he was taking tea from the Dutch, and he paid off his. He was illegally taking tea. Yeah, he was illegally taking tea with a patriot.
So you think he's a patriot because
It's a neutral.
he's smuggling tea.
He's helping the other colonists.
This looks a loyalist because they have a big old farm and they're like,
Well, this says that he's wealthy.
well, he's smuggling tea.
Oh, so you think there's more evidence that he's a patriot, even though he's wealthy? That doesn't necessarily make him a loyalist.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you. Good job. So which colonist are we working on?
Colonist C.
Colonist C. And this group was just discussing them. What have you all decided? Or have you decided?
I know that he's not a loyalist because the British government went to jail because he's illegally importing tea.
Okay, so you think he's not a loyalist
Oh,
because he's illegally smuggling tea.
he's not for the U.S. He's not
Why do you not think he's a patriot?
because he's not working for anybody.
Because it says his goal in life is to make money, so if he worked for the Patriot, then how could we?
Good point. So what do you think? You think he's a neutralist? So what did we learn about neutralists yesterday? Do they want to fight?
No.
Does this guy want to fight? Does it give us any information?
No.
Never said that he wanted to fight.
Like this guy. Like.
So you think he's like colonist A? Okay. It sounds like you all can support that. I'll tell you, it's not what they decided, but they've supported and you've supported. I can see both. Good job. Good way to talk through it together.
Don't you think everybody should get to read?
Yes. So, which colonist are we working on? Colonist C. Have you read it yet?
No.
Okay. Let's read, and then I'm anxious to see what you all decide, because these other two groups disagreed, but they proved their point.
Ohio Valley.
Are you all also on colonist C?
Yeah.
And what did you all decide?
We decided that he's a patriot because he's trying to stay away from the British. I'm speaking in a British accent.
So you think he is a patriot? Why?
Because he's staying away from the British, and he's violating the tea tax law, so he's obviously not a loyalist.
But we thought that he was a loyalist because the first sentence that he's a wealthy tea merchant in Boston.
Okay. So obviously we've learned that the loyalists were all pretty much very wealthy.
But there were some wealthy patriots.
There were some wealthy patriots. You are exactly right. That's what I wanted you to realize.
Loyalist is definitely not a patriot.
He's definitely not a patriot? Why is he definitely not a patriot?
Because a patriot has to stay away from the British, and he follows the British laws.
Oh.
I think he's a patriot.
So he can either be a loyalist or a neutral.
In several British banks. Well, he must have had to take a loan, so he had to pay them a debt. He had to hide from the
Yeah, but it says right here, due to his rich lifestyle.
Yeah, so you all talk about it. See what you decide. Lots of good evidence there. That one's so obvious?
Yes.
Okay, what's so obvious about it?
He follows the British laws and sells all of his goods.
So what?
A loyalist.
We spend large amount on his money.
That's okay.
And we know because he sells all of his goods and follows the British
And he spends large
rules.
amounts on his money
Is that put on us right now?
clothes.
Yes, it is. What did you all decide? A neutralist?
And to move British goods from their slaves. A store owner, friend of his family, is beaten up by a mob, Sons of Liberty, for selling British goods since hearing of his friend's attack. What do you all think what it is?
I think it's a patriot because they're going across the Atlantic Ocean, I think, and then they were trying to, and then they were smart. I don't know.
So if you keep on reading, it gives you different information?
So it's probably a patriot or a neutralist.
But why would he be a patriot? He's trying to sell British.
They wanted to steal goods. So it's a neutralist.
So you all talk about it. See what you think.
I think it's a patriot because they were going over the
See,
river.
it says British Navy escorts colonial ships, and he's afraid that he's going as they cross the Atlantic to protect the ships from pirates.
No.